Hello, and welcome to the Smut Show,
a weekly podcast from your new internet book besties.
We discuss all things spicy books and mix in a little bit of motherhood, life, self-care, and everything in between.
So sit back,
grab a beverage,
and let's chat. Hello, and welcome to the Smut Show. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Neely, and it's just us today. And
it is.
I hope that this recording goes smoother than our last one, where I pieced out for a solid 5 minutes and my computer would not reconnect. It was alarming.
It was me and Chip hanging out.
It was so
we were just like hey.
I was like sweating. Like, you know, like when something happens and you get like nervous sweat.
Yes.
I was like nervous sweating.
Yeah.
And yeah. I don't enjoy that. But
I do love the Just Us episode. I think it's really nice. Like, it's less pressure. Not that like everybody that we talk to is so lovely and like I don't feel pressure or anything, but like there's just
other
something
than Robin
nice about
Lee, where we were like, you're too fancy for us.
Oh my gosh. We were like, yeah.
Robin Lee was lovely. This was self-induced pressure by Rachel and I to feel like she is perfect as a human. And I was like, it's like if you go to somebody's fancy house. Yeah. Like if you go to my in-laws' house and everything is white furniture and Waterford crystal and you're like, I'm afraid to touch things.
Yes.
That's how I felt.
It's like I felt like I was afraid to touch things on a recording with Robin Lee.
Same. Yeah. And that was another one where it was like wonky technology. Man.
Yeah. Man,
Rachel
technology.
And I, by the way, knock on wood, that for some reason only happens with guests.
Only.
It's going to happen now. It's going to happen on this recording.
You know what I got? So I need to start this episode off with something that makes me angry. Are you ready?
What?
Okay, so Brian, does the envelope a month that was his Christmas present to me. It's like every month I get to open an envelope and has a different like little gift or activity or whatever in it. And this month I get to buy myself a new swimsuit. And so I
have suggestions for you.
Yes, I saw
No, I have other ones too.
Oh, okay. I ended up ordering just a couple of like cheap ones off Amazon because I was like, I cannot.
My favorite swimsuit I have right now is from Amazon. Like,
okay, so
I have $200 swimsuits and I have a $40 one from Amazon that I reach for the most.
Well, and I was really like, because I have a good swimsuit. I have a couple good swimsuits from like Somersault and J. Crew that I really like, that I wear really frequently. But they, when I went on their website and was like kind of looking around, I felt like everything that's like more quote unquote quality was really boring. Like all of their choices were very boring and I wanted something fun. I feel like it's like summer, you need something fun and colorful and I just wasn't finding that. So I just ended up ordering some cheap ones. But my frustration right now is that I have gone to several websites lately where I literally just go visit the website, like maybe look around a little bit, whatever. And then all of a sudden I am subscribed to their email list. I have not added myself to their email list.
Okay. Yes. This is happening so much. And do you know what I think it is? I'm not sure. Do you ever use the Shop Pay?
No. Sometimes I do.
So a lot more websites are using that. Like I feel like pretty much any website I shop from is using that and you're logged in.
Okay, so that could be one thing. The other thing that Brian said is like, do you accept all the cookies when it asks you to? And I was like, well, yeah, I just press accept all.
Don't you have to accept the cookies?
So he was like,
Rachel and I over here like, don't you have to give them your social security number when you shop on the website? I don't know.
I accept all because it tells me to accept all and I do what they say. And so he was like, well, if you do that, like you might be opting yourself into marketing emails and you don't even know. And I was like, what the fuck?
I also am convinced that the amount of people that sell email addresses to other websites, it is gone.
But I literally was on the American Eagle website yesterday, like on there for like 10 minutes.
American Eagle will find you.
And literally within seconds, I had an email that was like, hey, Rachel, noticed you were looking at this. Do you want to sign up for 10% off? And I was like, no, I did not put my email address in when it popped up on the website. I don't want to.
I bought a workout set from Beyond Yoga yesterday. I have like a million of them. They're my favorite ones. I wear them to bar yesterday. And I bought it like went through the whole thing, paid for it, order, it's already shipped. And they're like, did you forget something? And it's that workout set. I'm like, no, I didn't forget it.
I didn't forget it. I bought it. I already bought it.
I have the order number.
Yeah.
Why are you, but I keep,
and then you second guess yourself. You're like, did I order it? Because I thought I did.
And I went back and looked and I'm like, I feel like I need to send this automated thing a screenshot and be like, proof. I bought the workout
I'm just set. Annoyed. That reminded me because we were talking about how we, hate technology. I was like, I'm annoyed at the internet.
Same. So we're going to be a little different today, guys. We are actually not going to do 1s and 5s because it's been so long since we've recorded. We're just going to collectively yap for a little bit. There will be 1s and 5s in there, but we'll be a little less organized with that. And then we're also going to talk about summer reading. It's, for all intents and purposes, it's summer. My 100%. Kids started, both of our kids are at camp. Love that for us. Day camp, not sleepaway. Yeah. Whenever I tell somebody, I'm like, oh, my kids started camp today. They're like, oh, when did they get back? I'm like, 3.
No, I can't do that. I don't feel like my kids are like mature enough.
Sleepaway camp is about what I feel about sleepovers. I just don't think it's in our journey. I think we're just not going to be that family.
I loved it. I did sleepaway camp.
I never went. I've never been to sleepaway camp. Neither did Andrew.
I loved it. I also feel like it's hard to find a non-religious one.
I pulled Liam out of a camp last summer because I found out, like a day camp, because I found out how religious it was. It was that Pine Cove City. And I had planned to send him and we'd signed him up because his friends were doing it. And somebody was like, they like chant Bible verses at them, like at the car. And I was like, we're going to do a different camp that week.
Yeah. I just want, I feel like religion's a very personal thing. And I want to be the one to like teach my kids anything.
Like you wouldn't send them to like a Santa Claus camp.
Exactly. Like, listen, I have ways that I want to do this. And listen, I know this comes from my own trauma. I get that. Like, I understand. But I don't want them. But I don't want them doing like an altar call. Like, I remember, I feel like at sleepaway camp, you just like so much pressure to like, they guilt you into like.
Unless I was sending them to like the sleepaway camp and the Parent Trap.
So I feel like there's camps like that,
but those I've looked into those.
They're so expensive. Well, first of all, it's all of it's so expensive.
Well, even like the janky sleepaway camps are like $5,000 a week minimum. Yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry. When people are like, I sent my kids to camp for 9 weeks. I'm like, that's like a car purchase.
That's like college. You just sent them to college.
I was like, also
for 9 weeks,
and I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum. Like, you do you. I couldn't, as much as my kids like annoy me sometimes, I could not be away from them that long.
I would be so stressed.
I would be and even if they had phones, they don't let you bring them.
No.
So it's
you're totally disconnected.
Sorry. My kids would never. Plus, like, they only brought, when we went to South Carolina, we only let them each bring like 3 loveys, and like that was hard for them. So I can't imagine Liam being in a sleepaway camp and being like, sorry, you can't bring Mickey with you. He'd be like, I am not going.
Emmy had to bring her emotional support purse with her to camp today because she was like I was like, you can't bring that. And she was like, yes, I can.
She's like, the fuck I can, Mom. Charlotte can't bring her lovey to camp, like can't. Nor can she bring it to kindergarten next year. And I feel like this will be good because she can't bring it to camp, that I'm like, she can take it
learn
in preschool. Speaking of, since we have last talked, our kids finished a school year. Rachel and I now
finished a school
third
year.
Graders.
I am so upset about it. Truly.
That's it. Like, were you sitting there like, third grade feels
so old. Yes.
But it's upper elementary, at least for me, because our elementary just goes to 5th grade. Yeah. And so we're like in the changing teachers during the day now. Yes. Star testing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. By the way, and I guess it's not a big deal if I say this on the our principal, we got an email 20 minutes after school ended on the last day that our principal was going to a different school next year. After I'd sat with the principal and had a meeting about the teacher I wanted Charlotte to have for kindergarten. I'm like,
and she's like, that's so great. I won't be here.
And I was like, okay. And Liam, but you want to know my best news? You know how much I loved Liam's 2nd grade teacher, right? Like, she's moving to 3rd grade.
Yay!
And I started crying. The best. I still get full body chills when I mention it. I was so happy that I literally started crying, like legit happy tears. I love her. And
I just feel like both of my girls had great for them teachers this year, and that it's hard because it's not that like we've both been in education before. Like, it's not that you necessarily have bad teachers. It's just
Not,
like
but
there are
it's
some
relationships, right?
Like some that are better fits for people than others.
Yes.
Like I think that you probably feel the same way about your kids. Like I think that there are teachers that are better fits for Lainey than would be for Emmy.
Oh,
and like
I don't know that this teacher would be great for Charlotte.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
and so it's so nice to have somebody who like just loves your kid and works so well with your kid. And then when she moves on with them, that's awesome.
Like, so he had her and a student teacher, and the student teacher got hired and is also going to third grade, and they're going to be a pair. And I was like, what can I do to ensure this is the pair? I mean, listen, the third grade team at Liam's school is so great that no matter how it shakes out, I am happy and I have no complaints. But
this is the first year I didn't request teachers for my kids. So fingers crossed.
I'm not requesting for Liam because I really feel so confident in however it works out. I mean, will I be ecstatic if he has two teachers that already like know him and like get him and everything? Of course. But like Liam, literally we asked him and he's like, I'll be happy with any of them. Like
sweet.
Charlotte, however, is convinced she will have the kindergarten teacher Liam had. And that's probably what she needs as far as like personality type. And from now until August, I'm just going to live in a state of worry that she's not going to get this teacher. And there's only 3 options.
Our girls had 2 different ones, though. Emmy did not get the same one but I think it was the best for her.
Yeah, I mean, there's another teacher I think Charlotte would be fine with. I mean, Charlotte is she's a very different kid in which like she's not one that I'm not worried about her in kindergarten. Mm-hmm. Like the only thing I'm worried about is she can be very soft-spoken like until you get to know her. Mm-hmm. And she had a very hard adjustment in preschool, like just to the new class and things like that. So like I would worry about that with anybody. I actually am more curious who she'll be in class with. She knows so many kids going in with her that I'm like, if she has a different teacher, but is like with kids she's comfortable with, I'm like, then she's probably fine. Whereas like Liam went into kindergarten and didn't know anybody. But, you know, a lot of people are not happy that the second grade teacher is moving up, Liam's teacher.
That they wanted.
But like you were saying, like they didn't have, like it wasn't a good fit for them. And I'm like, people when I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, no, like she's great for Liam. Like, but again, like I don't know that Charlotte would have had the same experience.
Yeah.
Because every kid is different. I had a really bad second grade experience. When I
as a second grader?
Yes, I had to be moved to a different class because
oh my gosh,
she called me stupid. Yeah, so we were learning like the basics of multiplication. Guys, I was 7 and 8, turning 8, and I'm 41, and I still remember this entire conversation that happened with this teacher where I was not understanding the basics of multiplication at all. Math is
because you're 7,
because I'm 7 and math is hard, and I'm not a math person.
Sure.
Was getting hundreds on every spelling test, but multiplication was like too much
rough
for me.
Yeah.
And she was like, are you stupid? And
oh my gosh.
I remember I went home and told my mom that, and I had a different teacher the next day. Yeah. So I was in a different class with a wonderful teacher, but
good.
And I don't think that teacher was back at the school the next. Like, I'm pretty sure my mom did something, and that teacher did not come back to school that next year, and she was never heard from again. So no, I'm kidding.
We don't know what happened. We don't know what happened.
But, so like I had told I wrote Liam's teacher an email at the end of the year, or handwritten letter, as I always do for their teachers, and I was like, going into this year, like I had such like a harsh look at second grade because it's how I had a bad experience. Mm-hmm. Then I taught second grade, which I think was like trauma healing for me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, the way that you were with Liam this year, like you really like put faith back in me for that. And I love her. And I think she's kind of misunderstood. She's not warm and fuzzy, but like, I mean, she was with Liam, but like, I also think parents have to realize that like, as you get older, it's less and less warm and fuzzy.
Yeah.
Like it's not kindergarten forever. It's not preschool forever. And like when you get to high school, like no one's holding your hand and being like,
and I think there's a way to have a relationship with your kids and it not be, and like still foster independence. You know what I mean? And I think that's a hard balance to find, like, especially because I taught second grade for a long time too. And that was always my thing is like, I love you guys and y'all are so much fun and you are still kids, but also like there are some things you need to be able to do on your own, and I'm not going to do it for you.
Third grade, I think, is such a big year with testing and with changing classes and with just like third grade is like, okay, like you're like really doing school now. You're like really doing hard stuff. And so second grade is like, you really have to prep them.
Yeah.
For what
I always used to say that in second grade, you were moving from learning to read to reading to learn. And like, that was what the whole second grade transition was for. And then by the time you get to third grade, like you're reading to learn. Like there's no more
like Liam did a whole research project. I mean, you
should still be good teachers should still be doing the basics of
Liam learned how to do a research project this year and did a project on Nelson Mandela. And
I love that. Lainey did one on deer. So
okay. I mean, that's no, I'm kidding. By the way, guys, if I sound a little unhinged, I'm on my third coffee and I'm physically like, I feel my toes like
that's moving. Literally every time we get on to record, you're like, I'm a little unhinged because I've had a lot of coffee today. I'm like, that's just Neely's natural state.
It is. My natural state is either unhinged because I've had coffee or post-coffee crash where I'm like unconscious.
I'm going to go to sleep. Okay, I need to talk about Beachside because that's happened.
I can't explain the FOMO I felt watching your stories and Jordan's stories and everyone else's. And I'm like, it's like watching all of my friends hang out without me, but I'm watching it happen and I'm like, but y'all are fine without me. And that's hurtful.
And that seems rude.
And I think the thing that was most disappointing for me is not being able to squeeze Becca Mac.
I know.
Was that like a big moment?
It was it was just like so nice to see everyone in person. I feel like you know all these people. Did you meet Morgan? Yeah.
I'm over here like,
I know. I feel like you know all these people from, like, we've obviously had a lot of them on the podcast and then, like, just knowing them from, like, internet friends or whatever. And it's just really fun to meet everybody in person. And I think we talk about it all the time, but really, I think I was a little bit nervous that, like, the great like vibes that we get from Bookstagram that like they weren't going to translate to real life and it was just going to be like, I don't know, I'm weird and awkward. I was like, I just hope it's not like that.
Was this your first big one to go to
as an author? Yeah. Okay. So I did Book Bonanza that year that you couldn't get a ticket. So sad. Neely just always gets the shaft on these things. I
need things to not be the end of the school year.
Like, I know.
I need it to be hard. Like January.
Okay, so there's one in June next year. In Austin.
Oh, I can.
That I'm going to. So
what's it
maybe
called?
You can do that. That is such a great question. I'll look it up in my email when
Austin seems like really doable for me. That seems.
Yeah. And it's like it's like this time it's like mid-June. It's like a couple like a week or so from now next year.
That seems plausible.
Yeah. So it was so great. I can't describe. I feel like the vibes were just immaculate. I feel like everybody was just having a great time. It was so nice to meet a bunch of like readers and bookstagrammers and other authors. Our like little corner table mates were great. Like the author behind us and then the author next to us, like the vibe was just so great. Everyone was just happy to be there. I think was just
it looked so fun.
And it was really well run. Like I think there's been a lot of controversy with conferences lately that have just been like terribly run. What
was the one? I saw it on TikTok. Like there was like some
where it was like supposed to have a ball and then it did not. And I just feel like it was like an iPhone plugged into a speaker on a, conference chair. I think there's just been so much like, oh shit, is this going to be like, is this then actually going to be good? Especially since this was the first one they've done, the first Beachside they've done. But it was so great.
If they have a suggestion box, could we have them push it to like 3 weeks before or 3 weeks after?
They haven't announced the date for next year yet. So I'll be interested to see.
Too, it's really hard.
I don't think they have
to plan stuff that far. Like I've had this conversation with my best friend the other day because I was like, here's the thing. I will plan something and I'm really excited or like I'll buy tickets to like a concert and then it gets closer to and all these other things are happening around that same time. And I'm like, now I can't enjoy it because I'm so stressed out about everything else that's going on. And I've realized, was I messaging with you about this? How I'm like, maybe I'm an introvert. Like,
yes.
where you and I were having this conversation, and I was like, I think I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
Like, I've spent 40 years assuming I'm an extrovert, and I actually don't think that's true.
Yeah. I'm like, you can like being around people and still be an introvert.
But then I need many days to recover from that. Like, when we were in South Carolina, I was trying to explain to Andrew, I was like, here's the thing. I can't have this much time where I don't have alone time. Like,
yes.
I don't do well without time alone. Like,
such an introverted thing of you to say.
I love to spend time by myself. Like, I take great joy in being alone. And I know that's not for everybody. Like, I love to go to movies alone. I love to wander around the city alone. Oh my God, I love it. Love to eat a meal alone at a restaurant. Like, love it. Love it all. And I always thought that was just like weird because I like doing it. And I've actually learned that I'm actually an extreme introvert.
Yeah.
Who can extrovert at times.
Yes.
But then is tired.
Yeah. Because that was me. Like, I go to a couple-day conference and I'm like jazzed. I'm like, this is so great. Like, I get so much energy from it. And that's totally like the extrovert in me. Like, I'm tired, obviously. And I do think like once, it was kind of stressful just because the time of year it was. But then once I was there, I was just having so much fun. It really I didn't feel stressed once I was there. It was nice.
Yeah.
And Fort Lauderdale, very cute. I mean, I didn't go explore.
Oh, I've been. It's a cute little place.
Very cute. And we were right on the marina and there's like tons of like very large yachts around. I was like, we
went on a cruise out of Fort Lauderdale before we had Liam, and like you're really close to Miami.
Yeah, but we actually flew into Miami, and
that's good because the Fort Lauderdale airport sucks. I mean, Miami's not great either.
No, they were very angry at us.
Was it the Southwest terminal?
No, American.
Okay, because I was like, the Southwest terminal in in Miami leaves something to be desired. Yeah, because I went for Taylor.
It was a lot of fun. I got to see friend of the pod, Diana Elliott Graham, who we both
Did you know she was going to be there?
She had texted and was like, I might be coming. It's like, what does that mean?
That is like such the epitome of her. She's like, I could maybe be there. Like,
she's like, I might be there at some point. I was like, all right.
Did she just come up and you were like, hi?
Yeah. She like so I had a line at my table. What?
Like, do you ever get imposter syndrome? Like
100%. I was like, nobody is going to buy anything from me. Like, what am I doing here? And then there was a freaking line at my table, and I was like,
that would stress me out.
Happening? My PA who came with me, Kelsey, she was phenomenal. She was great at line management. She would kind of like work the line.
Do you think about your life last summer to now?
And I literally had that thought. I was texting with a friend the other day about that exact thing because literally this time last year, I hadn't quit my job yet. Like, I was just still
like, I might try it. Like, do you really stop to just like think about just how much your life has changed in the last year?
It is nuts that it has been 1 year.
Because I can remember you and I, not on the podcast, having a conversation about you wanting to quit your job. And we were like, okay, like this is what we can do for the podcast. And like, blah, 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 blah. And all this stuff. And now look at you. Like, I was looking at your Get Lit schedule for the rest of the year. And I'm like, girl.
Craziness. I love it. I tell people my job is books. It's so fun.
Your job is books. And that's what you wanted.
It's what I wanted.
Manifesting. I'm telling you guys, listen, in 2011, I said I wanted a job that I could wear athleisure every day and do what I wanted. And now I wear athleisure every day and I do what I want.
Here we are.
Here we are. Proof that if
it.
You think it can happen. And
I am like, we've talked about manifestation on the podcast before. Like, it is a real thing. And
it's a real thing. And it's like, I mean, you can't sit there and be like, I am manifesting $1 million and do nothing. Like, you obviously like have to do the work, but like, if you really want something bad enough, like you can make it happen for yourself.
And I also am a really big believer in the not that everything happens for a reason, kind of like in a bad way, but like everything that I have done in my life thus far has prepared me for where I am in this moment in time. Well, you know what I mean?
About like, and also success is not linear.
No.
And life is not linear. And I think when you're young, you're kind of fed this notion of like, you go to college, you get a job, you get married, you have kids, blah, 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 blah. And that your life is supposed to go, you all can't see me, but I'm doing a line straight up. and your life's supposed to go like this. And it doesn't always happen like that. And sometimes your life goes like this and blah, blah, blah. More of that.
Yeah.
Y'all check on me. I'm okay, I swear. But I think it just shows that, like, if you really want something, if you're like, hey, like, I am not happy in this career that I've been in forever, then don't be in that career. Like, there's no reason. It's like you talk to a friend who's in a bad relationship. Like, then don't be in the relationship. Like,
right.
Like,
well, and when I was talking to my mom about it at brunch yesterday, and I was like, I really felt like I felt like I in education didn't have another option. Like I literally I couldn't do anything else. I felt very like I just had to be in education.
Stuck.
And my mom looked at me and she was like, you did that to yourself. Like you look at you now. Like you didn't have to be there. And once you chose not to be,
comes to like having a supportive partner.
100%. Like, I mean, I was having panic attacks last summer, and that's when Brian was like, you're not doing this again. And like, I think about that where I was having multiple panic attacks a week. And then to now where like, I can't remember the last time I had a panic attack, you know, like.
And if you don't want to wear a bra, you don't have to wear a bra. And
I don't. I'm not wearing a bra right now. It's so great.
And that is so freeing. I don't think people realize how freeing it is that if you don't want to put on a bra, you don't have to.
And he was like, we're not doing that. We're not going to keep doing this.
Reason, by the way.
Yeah.
That's one thing I really enjoy about like fall and winter is that I can get away with not wearing a bra a lot more.
I can never get away without wearing a bra in public.
Oh my God.
I mean, I could because nobody really cares, but like.
I mean, I have like
the girls are too big.
Boobs.
Yeah. So, that's not my life. That's not my journey.
So also, since I need to talk about Liam's award he got at the end of the year award ceremony.
Okay, perfect.
So, last year at the end of first grade, Liam got a bookworm award, and that was a really big deal.
About mine too. Okay, you tell yours, but then
that was a really big deal because Liam is dyslexic, and he really didn't learn to read till first grade, and then like now he can read anything. So this year.
We love early intervention.
Big fans of early intervention. Yes. Liam got the Wonderfully Wise Award. And
cute.
Something about it just like got me because if you've ever heard us talk about Liam, Liam is very pure. He is like an old soul.
Wholesome.
He's very wise. But Liam loves to learn and he loves facts. And so like when his teacher was talking, by the way, you could tell which kids she liked the best because she would like give like a little speech about them, and other kids she's like jokester next. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And it was also that kind of thing where like a kid got like a jolly jokester when it's like, best I can say is he's funny. Like,
yeah, like that's all I got. Which like, you know, might take that kid far in life. Who knows?
But you know, it's like you get the class clown award and it's like, that wasn't a compliment.
Yeah. Like you were actually a little shit all year.
Like it was like funny to me because Andrew and I sat there and we were like, what are the awards where they're really just trying to say your kid is difficult? Like future lawyer.
Oh,
your kid argues a lot.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I mean?
That's a bad one. Yeah.
But like Liam got the Wonderfully Wise Award. She's like, you know, if you ever need a fact, and I don't know if I've told you that Liam has memorized all the presidents in order of.
Of course, yeah.
For fun. Like this isn't something he was required to do. Liam is obsessed. No. He's really into like U.S. history and presidents in our country. I mean, he had a piano recital this weekend, played the Star Spangled Banner. Like Liam is not MAGA. Like we're very liberal, but like Liam,
which is what's so funny about
his country. Like Liam is like a patriot. Okay, like I mean, kid is obsessed with his country. When we were in Charleston, we were like showing him where battles took place, and he was like,
I feel like he'd love to go on like one of those like once he's older, do like a battleground tour.
Oh my God. Yeah. He'd be all in on it. Like
we did that in high school. With
I told him I'll take him this summer to where JFK was assassinated.
Oh yeah. He's probably like, oh my gosh, I want to see it. Yeah.
I mean, he can tell you facts about it was just like really, really sweet. And I was like, you know, like it's times like that I'm like, okay, we're doing an okay job as parents. But my favorite part of this award, and this was for every kid, is that every kid was genuinely excited and clapping for every kid.
Sweet. They're so sweet at that age.
And I'm like, you know, like they do this thing that some parents don't like where they give like, I don't want to say the school name and mascot, but it's school name mascot award for each class. And it's like a boy and a girl from each class. So it's like their way of being like, these were the two best kids I had.
Sure. Yeah.
And Liam didn't get it, which was fine. Like he's ADHD. I don't expect him to get that award. Yeah. But every kid, like, they were so happy for the kids who got it. Yeah. And I'm like, see, like, I know eventually that fades. Yeah. And eventually, you know, like, they become competitive and they're like, why didn't I get it? And blah, 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 blah. But I'm just like hanging on to this age where they're so
Lainey
happy
got the Future Author Award.
Oh, I saw.
Which was so sweet. I was like, that's adorable. I love that.
Oh my God.
Because
I love these ages so much.
Yeah, she loves it. And then Emmy got what's been the craziest is like Emmy got the Role Model Award, which was so funny to me because literally she couldn't finish pre-K which I think that was that was a clash of teacher student. Yeah. Like that was a whole another issue.
I forgot that happened. That feels like 12 lives ago.
It was, yeah. When I'm telling you, this has been like the world's longest year, but like in the best way.
And somehow I don't know, like June, and I'm like,
yeah, like it's been such a great year, but like also it feels like everything that happened a year ago was 10 years ago.
Yes.
But I just love that she got the Role Model Award when like literally last year was such a shit show. So anyway, should we do any other updates you need to update us on?
No, we're recording 2 episodes today. I'll save them.
Yeah, we'll save some.
Okay, we're going to talk about summer reading, and we're just
before that. Is there anything you've read or watched in the last couple of weeks?
Hold, please. Watched. Okay,
tell me about it.
So many things. Andrew and I've talked before about how we love Survivor, right? Yes. And so what we've started doing the last couple years is we wait till the season's over and then we start it just so we have
so you can like binge it.
Yeah. And just so we have way more to watch and we're not like forgetting week to week. So we've been watching the last season of Survivor and there's a girl in it with autism. And
I saw this.
When I tell you that I'm just sitting there like sobbing.
Yes.
Every episode because I'm like, that's amazing. And I know that it's a spectrum. I know. Yeah. But she was talking about how doctors told her parents like she would never live alone. She would never do anything. She's also a PhD candidate. And I'm like,
I love that.
I just like, I know some people are like Survivor, like that's still on. Listen, I watch Survivor for the backstories. Okay.
It has a cult following.
And I have watched it since it started. Like I would just like to say I've been watching. I'm going to tell a really embarrassing story, but this just tells you how the lack of self-awareness I had at 17 years old. When 9/11 happened, I'm like waiting till Rachel's done drinking so she doesn't spit food out.
It swallowed.
It was the same week that Survivor was supposed to premiere, and I remember being like, do you think that they're not going to show Survivor this week? Y'all.
We've got a problem.
We've got a problem because I really want to watch Survivor. Yeah. But no, like I love it. I got Andrew into it when we first started dating and we went back and like watched all the seasons that he'd never seen. Yeah. So I've seen every season like multiple times. But this storyline and like the guy she connects with who's like kind of her father figure out there and they just mixed up the tribes where we're watching. And so now they're on separate tribes. And I'm like so stressed out.
That was the clip that I saw. So
I've seen that clip too. I don't know how it shakes out, but I'm like, if you need like a feel-good time, it's on demand. Go watch this past season of Survivor. It reminds me like why I love this show so much. Yeah. Because it's just, I mean, there are people on it that I can't stand and I hope don't win, but I'm like really rooting for her. And I have no idea. I haven't read anything, so I like don't know.
I don't either.
Who wins? I don't know anything, but I'm like, I think he's the only person she's told. I don't think at this point she's told anybody else. And I hope I want her to get through it without people knowing that she has autism. So anyway, that's it. That's what I've been watching.
I love it. Have you read anything?
I have, but I'm going to save it.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay.
Like, so I'm not telling you.
I have been so after we recorded with Chip and he said, that I needed to watch the originals.
Did you start watching it?
The Vampire Diaries spinoff. Mm-hmm. I started watching it. And so I'm in season 1 somewhere.
Do you like it?
But it really is, yes, I do like it. It really is great, like background TV, which is why I love Vampire Diaries too, is like you can have it on and you can kind of be like keeping up with it, but you can be doing other things too.
That's how I feel about any reality show, by the way, except Survivor.
Yeah. It's really good. I did get a jump scare. I was in like the second episode and this guy pops on screen that I went to high school with. And I was like, whoa, that is somebody that I know. He was like in a really random like flashback cameo thing, but I was like, is that? Oh yeah, it is. So I got a jump scare and but he hasn't been in the rest of it. It's been good. I had to explain to Brian. He was like, he was like, explain to me the reason behind like you liking like vampires and like paranormal type stuff when that's like not he's like, I wouldn't necessarily like call that your vibe. And I was like, so then I had to go down the rabbit hole of like explaining like why we love a morally gray main character and all of that. And so he understood. He felt better about it.
But I'm excited for you. I want to find a new show that I can watch during the day. But like, we've talked about how a form of anxiety is how you won't watch new shows and you just rewatch. I like can't watch new shows.
Yeah.
I just don't have it in me anymore.
Yeah.
But The Summer I Turned Pretty comes out soon.
Well, okay, I can't wait for that. But I also feel like the originals doesn't really feel like a new show because it is like characters that for the most part I've seen before. And so I do think that's nice because I'm the same way. I'm like, I really haven't watched anything new in such a long time. But because this is like, I know who these people are, then I'm like, yes. Okay, I can watch this. So,
okay. Should we talk about summer reading books?
Let's talk summer reading.
Just really quick, something that popped in my head when I was thinking about this episode was like, do you remember I don't know, we were little and like if you did certain summer readings, you got like that Pizza Hut personal pan pizza?
Yeah. Did you know that's back?
Why don't they do that anymore? Wait, it is?
It is. So somebody sent me a TikTok the other day that it is back. It's Pizza Hut. Summer reading. Yeah, they brought it back. The Pizza Hut Book It program.
I mean, we do a program through the library because they give you books for free if you like read a certain amount of books. So we sign the kids up through that. But I would like to do something with pizza. I would love a personal pizza.
So
can I do it as an adult or do you have to be a child?
It's for children pre-K through 6th grade. So unfortunately, you cannot
just missed the cutoff.
I know. But yes, it's still around. So if you are a parent with a child pre-K through 6th grade, the Book It program through Pizza Hut is a thing this summer.
Do you think it's because of Book Talk? Do you think it's the amount of people who have talked about it?
Yeah. Yeah. I think
people were like, do you remember that thing? Did we stop doing it?
Yes. I truly think that they're like, let's bring it back. So it's an app now because we're in the future. And so you track everything.
Because it's not 1993, guys.
Yeah. Like they do it
in case you didn't know.
But yeah, I need to I'm going to have to do that when we get off the podcast. I need to download that app and get the girls enrolled for some free pizza. Cause pizza, like food's not cheap. Like we're almost in a recession right now, you guys. So
yeah, I've been on recession indicator TikTok of like where it'll tell you like how I don't want to know. Oh no, I mean it's not like big stuff. It's like certain things that like are always sold out aren't sold out. Like it's like for compulsive shoppers. So let's talk about spring summer releases. Now some of these are already out.
Yeah,
some of these I have on my Kindle and haven't read. Some of these are not out yet. I will tell you, I am really excited to read Rewind It Back by Liz Tomford. I haven't read it yet. I know that this has been out for over a month. I haven't read it.
I read it.
How good is it?
I loved it.
Does it like kind of in a way tell you what the next series? Somebody said that it like
yes. So it very much sets up what she has announced that
I know she's announced it. Yeah.
Well, she's announced that Monty's getting a book, which I don't know. Did you read Caught Up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I couldn't remember how far you got in the series.
Is the only one I haven't read now.
Okay, so you read Play Along too?
Yes.
Okay, great. So she announced that Monty's getting a book, so he'll get a book, and then, but then in Rewind It Back, without giving any spoilers, you do know, like by the end. And when I went to her signing at Half Price Books a couple weeks ago, and she said at the signing, she was like, yeah, if you don't, if you walk away with questions, then I did something wrong. She was like, I'm very obviously like setting up what the next series is going to be. So I am excited about that. But I loved Rewind It Back. I love Rio. I feel like she did a really good job. It's got some like flashbacks, flashback chapters. And I feel like she did a really good job of that without taking you out of the story. And like, because I feel like sometimes when you do get like flashbacks, you're like, oh my gosh, now I have to like imagine them as 14-year-olds or whatever. But I felt like it was done really well. I really liked it.
This is not coming out this summer, and I'm sure we'll talk about it in our fall books, but I cannot wait for Breathe With Me by Becca Mack.
That book is going to hurt me. I don't know. I'm going to have to wait and read it. And when I'm...
Do you need me to read it first?
I'm going to have to like wait until I'm prepared.
I mean,
to be sad.
I will say, because not that we're not pro Colleen Hoover people here, but All Your Perfects, which is a Colleen Hoover book that has a big focus on infertility. I read it. I already had Liam, but we had not had Charlotte yet. And I mean, it was a hard read for me because I related to it so much. And I think any book, and by the way, none of us have read this book, but she's very obviously talked about that Breathe With Me will have like a big focus on infertility.
Yes. And, I don't think that's
about it on the
secret.
podcast. It's not a secret, but infertility stuff, like, even though and I know you feel the same way, even though I'm removed from it, it's like very triggering for me.
Yes.
Because I remember how hard it is. And I remember, I mean, it's still like, I have no desire to have more kids, but pregnancy announcements still give me like a little bit of a, like, I still am like, ugh, like it's still hard. And I think it always will be. But also I read One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune, and y'all, I know that I have spoken ill about a Carly Fortune book before.
About Carly Fortune.
It's just Meet Me at the Lake. Okay, that
not
book was
Fortune. Okay, not
it's
Fortune.
Fortune. We found out,
Fortune.
Guys. It's Fortune. Yeah. And Meet Me at the Lake was bad, and most people on the internet agree. But this book is so good. And if you read Every Summer After, it's like related to it. It's the other brother. But without giving too much away. And like, if you loved Every Summer After, like, take this book, go sit by some water, be at a pool, a bathtub, what have you.
Whatever kind of water you need.
And just like, it was like a hard to put down book for me.
Yeah.
And I cannot recommend it enough. I thought it's like the perfect summer read, in my opinion. It's everything you want out of a summer romance.
I love it.
And speaking of everything you want out of a summer romance, I feel like everyone needs to read It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan, who friend of the pod. I love her books.
Did you read it yet?
Uh-huh.
You did?
I read it on the trip. I read it on my flight.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
It's so good. I just love her books. I love her writing. Yeah. I love the way that she develops characters. I love how she hooks you in. Every one of her books is just such a hit for me. I've not read one of her books where I'm like, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Every one of her books I've read, I'm like, yes, more of this. And another one, like, I feel like, and I don't know if you're like this, I want to read certain kinds of books in the summer. Like, I'm not going to read something dark in the summer.
No.
I'm going to read, summer to me is like, we're going to read books that we want to like have a cocktail while we read. We're going to read books that we want to like read them for a little while and then take a little nap. And I only want to read love stories and like really lovely love stories. Like, I only want to watch rom-coms. That is summer for me. I don't want to do anything super heavy.
I will say that, just in total opposite to what you just said, there is a book out. So Rachel Gillig, she wrote One Dark Window duology, which I would say is more fantasy, like romantasy, but it has like some romance in it. And her new book, The Night and the Moth, I think is already out. And I'm very excited about that one. I haven't read it yet. Obviously, Problematic Summer Romance by Allie Hazelwood. I cannot wait to read. I'm very excited about that one. Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt is also going to hurt me. I fear, and so I have to wait until I can read that.
Oh my God. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that.
It's gonna hurt.
Wait to read Gloves Off by Stephanie Archer.
Yeah, I love that series.
I haven't read a Stephanie Archer in a hot second, and I need a Stephanie Archer book in my life. Friend of the pod.
Okay, Along Came Amore by Alexis Daria. I'm excited about that because I'm pretty sure it's a part of a series. If not, the cover looks just like it. But I read the other two. I think there's two already that have come out in that series, and loved them. So I'm really excited about that one. Also, I've started Winging It With You by Neely, friend of the pod.
Y'all, Chip was a just treat
I'm
of a person.
So excited for that one. I'm like a couple chapters in. I'm reading it a little bit slower because I'm reading it in a physical book, and that's not usually like how I read, but I almost like it better because I get to like, it's like my treat at the end of the day. So I like get in bed at night and like read a couple chapters in bed, and it's like I really am getting to like savor it, and so I'm really excited about it.
So oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, okay, so it's been a minute since I've read a billionaire romance. But Ava Rani, I met her at Beachside. And her series, she writes all billionaires, I'm pretty sure. But she's got a new one out called The Charmer, and I'm excited for that one too, because I've heard it's phenomenal.
So this might be like and I don't know if this is a debut novel from this author or not, but this book, it's called The Summers Between Us by Noreen Nanha. It is giving Every Summer After. It's yes, The Summers Between Us. She goes back to her family's cottage at a bay, boys she left behind. Time has passed. Y'all know how I feel about a second chance romance. Okay?
Yes.
Like, just assume in the summer, I only want to read about second chance romances and childhood friends to strangers to lovers. Those are my two things I want to read about. And so if you have suggestions for those kinds of books, just send all of them to me because that's what I want. But I cannot wait to read this book. I downloaded it with the intention that I was going to read multiple books on this trip, which didn't happen. But I'm going to New York for work in a couple weeks by myself. And so I have solo flights where I'm not going to be constantly giving someone snacks or
I love that for you.
Adjusting somebody's headphones or crayons, things like that.
Troubleshooting.
Troubleshooting the technology. Yes.
I know we've talked about both of these, but The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy, I read and loved. I will say about this, and I can't remember if I said this when I finished it, but I think it is an enemies to lovers romance, and I believe it's going to be a series. It sets up like it's going to be a series, but it is the world's slowest burn. Like, it is very slow burn. So if you like, it is like going to be a multi-book slow burn, I fear.
Absolutely
and so
not.
I know that some people, so I still loved it, but I know people have opinions about that. So I'm worried because I don't want people to go into it expecting it to burn in the first book and be mad when it doesn't. So that's my warning on that, but I still loved it. I thought it was phenomenal. And then Rose in Chains by Julie Soto, who I fear can do no wrong. I'm very excited for
Hannah Bonham Young announced new books, by the by.
Oh, did I miss that?
Or they might have, I saw them. These might have been already announced, and perhaps
I might have missed that.
Didn't see them. The Love Haters by Catherine Sinner just came out. I'm a big Catherine Sinner fan. I've had it for a while on my Kindle, but I have not read it. And I also Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston, which is coming out in a couple weeks. And those are kind of two of my like go-to romance authors. Both of them have books that I've just really enjoyed the last year. So those I'm super pumped about. Also, friend of the pod, Kat Singleton, has a book coming out in a couple weeks, In Good Company. And
it's out. I think it's out.
It says June 16th. Is it already out?
Maybe it was May 16th. I thought it was out already. I very much might have
typed that wrong. Yeah. But I'm excited about that.
Also, friend of the pod, Alexa Martin.
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking about this the other day. When we had her on the podcast, she was talking about writing this book. And I don't think she had finished it yet. And so it's called How to Sell a Romance. And it's like an MLM romance, which I just remember her telling us that and me being like, how is she going to make this work? So I cannot wait to read it. I think we're going to get early copies of it. And so I'm excited about that.
And Rachel and I might have something happening with
Alexa. I'm like, I don't know if we're allowed to announce it
yet. We're not going to announce it yet, but if you live in the DFW area and you like us and you like Alexa, then keep your eyes open.
Keep your eyes open.
We might
I'm really
doing something with
excited to read. I haven't read Maisie Eddings before, but I don't think I've read Maisie Eddings before. But her new book, Well, Actually, is coming out in August, I believe. And it's, do you know the chicken shop date? You know what I'm talking about?
No, not a fucking clue what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, where she does, I think her name's Amelia something. She does the dates at and like records them with famous people at the chicken shop.
No.
Oh my gosh, they're hilarious. But it gives those vibes. And so I'm very excited. And she like had a whole thing with like Andrew Garfield, I think. I can't believe you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you haven't. I can't believe you don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm excited about that. It looks like he wears slutty little glasses, and we love a man with slutty little glasses.
I love slutty little glasses. Something about a guy with glasses, like it does it for me.
Yeah. I also just downloaded Zom Romcom, which is like a zombie by Olivia Dade, who I really love some of her other books that I've read.
I wish my facial expression that I just made could translate.
So good. I downloaded it when it was Read Now on NetGalley, and so I'm excited to read that, but it is very much like a zombie book. I know, y'all. I know you have feelings about that.
I have no words, literally.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we would love to hear. We're going to share more of our upcoming summer things that we're excited to read on our Instagram, but we would love to hear some things you guys are excited to read this summer.
We'll probably put a story up.
We'll put a story up. We'll do
sometime in August. We'll get to read Entirely Yours.
And we're recording. Fun fact: we are recording this the day before this episode goes live.
Yeah,
which I feel like. Rachel and I have two methods of doing podcasts. We're either recording it the day before it goes live or 3 weeks ahead of time. And there's really just no
in between.
There's no middle. Okay. Well, you can find us everywhere at Smut Show Podcast. And you can find me everywhere at Neelykins, except TikTok where I'm Neely Moldovan.
And you can find me everywhere at Rachel_M Lewis. And it was so great to be back and
so great to be
chatting with y'all, and we'll see you next time.
Bye guys.
Bye.